That is our usual employee, the company currently in the city of Washington.
Circus is too constricting a word to describe the talented and merry band with which we travel. It is a spectacle unlike most have ever witnessed, of creatures from the darkest Africa as yet unseen by civilized man, acrobats from the Orient who contort themselves in the most confounding manners.
And I myself, a native Mr. Brown, an internationally renowned practitioner in the art of prestidigitation.
We are on our way thither to rejoin the company, having left for a short time to make a small profit from our own exhibition.
The reason for our inquiry with Mr. Moon.
Yes, we had just a devil of a time in procuring music for entertainments. Men of true talents are seemingly in short supply.
Thank you, sir.
If we could persuade you to accompany us as far as Washington, we could give you $1 for each day's services and $3 for every night played at our performances. In addition, we will provide sufficient pay for your return here to Saratoga 2 weeks from today.
Welcome to Washington, Solomon.
How many movies you have in Toronto? You had a couple, right?
That's true.
How'd you keep it all straight?
Yeah, well, two's not bad.
Yeah, but still, that's a lot. Most people have one.
Yeah, no,
you had two incredible movies.
Out between the two where I was.
Well, let's talk about it. No, in all honesty, congratulations. I've seen a lot of movies in my lifetime, and this one just is still in my head. It's a fantastic job. So
Thank you.
I gotta salute you, man. You killed this one.
Thank you.
Just the emotional weight of this. I mean, how did that work on the set every day?
It was, there was an intensity to all the aspects of the film, and obviously there's this extraordinary story of this man that's there, but then there's also this incredible director, Steve McQueen, who is, everybody wants to kind of give 100%, but he's somebody who, is not only encourages but demands that, and that's a great energy to have on set, that it's great to have a director who is explicit in his expectation, and then this amazing cast of actors with Michael Fassbender and Benedict and Lupita Nyong'o, who's extraordinary as Patsy, and so we were all kind of able to sort of rely on each other and support each other.
What's the one thing that Steve McQueen told you to sort of like get you ready for the role? Is there one specific thing he said to you to sort of just like help you just snap into this?
I think he was always just, once we were up and running, he was always just, is there more? Is there more? Is that everything? Those are the questions that Steve asks of you. Is that everything? Is there anything else? Because what he doesn't want is you leaving in the car, and what you don't want is you leaving in the car at the end of the day thinking,
right,
what I could have done. Like I didn't really give it all there. I don't know, because it's gone. It's gone.
You can't go back.
You can't go back, and the story was such a responsibility, such an important story to tell, and such a kind of a real privilege to tell the story.
Eliza. Stop! Stop, you're wailing. You let yourself be overcome by sorrow, you will drown in it.
Have you stopped crying for your children? You make no sounds, but will you ever let them go in your heart?
They are as my flesh.
Then who is distressed? Do I upset the master and the mistress? Do you care less about my loss than their well-being?
Master Ford is a decent man.
He is a slaver.
Under the circumstances.
Under the circumstances, he's a slaver. But you truckle at his boot.
No.
You luxuriate in his favor.
I survive. I will not fall into despair. I will offer up my talents to Master Ford. I will keep myself hardy till freedom is opportune.
So Ford is your opportunity? You think he does not know that you are more than you suggest? But he does nothing for you. Nothing. You are no better than prized livestock. Call for him. Call. Tell him of your previous circumstances and see what it earns you, Solomon. So you settle into your role as Platt then?
My back is thick with scars for protesting my freedom. Do not accuse me.
I accuse you of nothing. I cannot accuse. I have done dishonorable things to survive. And for all of them, I have ended up here. No better than if I had stood up for myself. God, forgive me. Solomon, let me weep for my children.
How much did you know about the institution of slavery in America before you got involved with the project?
Well, I thought I knew quite a bit, you know, like, I suppose it's sort of, it's what you pick up and what you learn and what you've watched and what you've spoken about over the years, you know. But there was something when I read the autobiography that I didn't, there was some serious gaps in my knowledge, you know. And once I read, that's why I was constantly surprised by the book, you know, and by the screenplay, you know, because there's people like Mistress Shaw that Alfred Woodard plays, you know, who's the sort of common law wife of a plantation owner, you know, has servants and slaves herself, you know, who wait on her, you know. There are these kind of surprising incidents all through the story. The industry of slavery was something that I was aware of, but not specifically. I didn't really specifically ever delve into the distinctions between timber and sugarcane and picking cotton and what those different industries meant, and you know, what the ideas of the money is in terms of the slave trade, and how, you know, like Benedict Cumberbatch as Master Ford is a man who, in his nature, is not an evil man, if you like, but he has debts. You know, he has debts, and that sort of idea of people corrupting their own morality, corrupting what they even think about, perhaps or suppressing what they think about the slave trade in order to get by, the economics of it.
Well, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate the performance. Job well done.
Thank you.
Incredible. Thank you very much. Thank you for the energy, too. Appreciate it.